Hello, this is Kathleen Bonzik. Last August, two employees, young professionals of a Virginia television station, were shot and killed on live television by a disgruntled ex-employee. The woman that was being interviewed that day survived simply because the disgruntled ex-employee who filmed the attack ran out of bullets in his Glock, and that happened. Beautiful, tranquil location in Moneta, Virginia, as the cameras rolled. In December, a disgruntled employee in a California organization burst into a location where his co-workers were having a peaceful and celebratory holiday lunch. And with his wife, he shot and killed several of the co-workers and injured several others. And then last week, happened again, this time in Kansas. Yet another episode of deadly force used in workplace violence by a disgruntled worker. How can workplace violence be prevented? This is the question that every American employer wants to know. In my opinion, the best way to prevent workplace violence is not to hire problem employees, problem applicants. I'm sure there's absolutely no way that any employer could know if someone is going to turn around and bring a gun into the workplace and kill people. However, there are ways to identify problem employees, people who have been problem employees in the past, behavioral problems, individuals who will not take direction very well from supervisors, who do not get along with others. It's through the use of behavioral-based interviewing, focused interviewing, and active listening. I have a lot of information on my website available for recruiters and hiring authorities to read. Behavioral-based interviewing is a powerful tool that you can use to help identify a potential mishire. It is predicated on the notion that the questions that you ask should probe the candidate for desired skill sets. Ask them questions that will require them to give actual scenarios of how they behaved in the past when under stress, when they didn't feel that they were being dealt with properly, or they felt that a supervisor was coming down too hard on them. You can ask a traditional question. It's not going to give you the sort of response that a behavioral-based interviewing question will. Please go to my website. Look at the information that's there on behavioral-based interviewing. It's based on the notion that a leopard will not change its spots very easily. And if a person is a problem and has been in the past, they're probably going to continue to be a problem in the future. Behavioral-based interviewing, active listening, observing body language, tips and tricks of what you can do during the interview to extract as much information as possible, because employers, I don't have to tell you how difficult it is to try to gather that information that you need to make the best decision. You're not getting very much information these days from a past employer. You call a past employer and try to get a reference, ask about a person's behaviors, how they behaved, ask for a copy of the performance review. You are probably not going to get it. All you're going to get, if you're lucky, is confirmation of dates of employment, job titles, salary, and maybe, if you're very lucky, the answer of yes or no to would you rehire. That is not enough information. You've got to use that time with that applicant to help you avoid a mishire and also identify the best candidate for the job. And the information that's on my website will help do that. This is Kathleen Bonzik. Thank you very much for watching and for listening today.